Stranglethorn Vale is packed with secrets. Pirate coves, troll ruins, and even a once rumoured secret mount. But off its coast, two islands vanished before WoW even launched. Gillijim's Isle and the Isle of Dr. Lapidis. One a troll paradise, the other a taste of Titan mystery. Today, we're going to uncover why Blizzard cut them, and how TurtleWoW brought them back to life. So, as mentioned in a forum on MMO Champion, both of the islands are featured in the World of Warcraft map released in 2006. They also appear in the intro cinematic for World of Warcraft itself, and in several maps throughout the Warcraft RPG. For example, the Monster Guide web supplement of 2007. They even appear in the World of Warcraft comic. Blizzard had firm plans to make these part of the story that we know, but the islands are well past the fatigue zone of STV. On a beta client, a fatigue zone is no match. We have one of the last remaining screenshots. This is the once mighty island of Dr. Lapidis. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about both of the islands, and we'll start with Gillijim's Isle, which was named after Gillijim, a jungle troll mentioned in Zul'Gurub lore, but also a huge reference to Gilligan's Island, a 1960s sitcom. Now, the planned purpose for this isle was a low-level troll village, with fishing quests and even a small dungeon, I'm assuming, due to the map ID leading nowhere, which is the map ID Stranglethorn_18. Now, there was a cut quest, Gillijim's Revenge, where cursed pirates were invading the Troll Isle and you would have to defeat them. There were some creatures too, such as Gillijim's Spirit, a boss, and even some tamed raptors. Why was this cut? Well, this could have been the troll starting area, though very close to some major alliance cities. Of course, being cut, having the trolls back in the Valley of Trials instead. Now, this does make a lot of sense, since there's no picture there where the troll hits level 5 and they can easily get to Orgrimmar without, I guess, maybe a portal. But they would have to trek through a level 30 to 40 zone in order to get to the nearest Zeppelin to take them on the rest of their journey. So, on to Lapidis Isle, or the Isle of Dr. Lapidis. Originally an island extension of Stranglethorn with a big troll focus, and surprisingly a nod to the Titans. The Lapidis Sentinel, a stone golem elite data mined for Lapidis. Much like the ones we have in Ungaro, it was an ancient protector of the island. Now the big question there would be, protecting what? Maybe a Titan facility? Or one of Freya's habitable green lush landscapes like Ungaro or Sholazar? Would have been amazing. Unfortunately, that is where the trail stops for the Lapidis Sentinel, but maybe we can gain some insight in the future. The question of why these zones were cut is one we never got an answer to, and we may never have an answer to. Though to link back to the Pandaren video we touched on last week, there is a screenshot floating around somewhere of a turtle washed up with Asian architecture on the back of it. Washed up on a shore that looks surprisingly similar to the one of Stranglethorn's, or Gillijim's. Though I don't have the original screenshot, TurtleWoW has the original map file. So here you are, correctly found on Gillijim's Isle, confirmation of Blizzard's intentions. Isn't that absolutely spectacular? A real look at one of Pandaren's original turtle ships intended for vanilla. This sharply mirrors the occasional one dotted across the coast of Azeroth, but absolutely awesome. On the map file, there is actually 2 of them, so I do wonder if there was maybe meant to be another Pandaren reference here. So TurtleWoW didn't just add these islands, they reimagined them with lore that fits Azeroth. Let us delve in and embark on a little adventure. So, as an Alliance player, you begin your journey onto the islands, washed up with a Coltiran fleet that have built a base camp named Kaelin's Rest, named after their captain who gave his life for his crew to survive. An extra bit here too, they even have Coltiran Hydromancers in the hub. Awesome touch. The quests themselves fill in much more of what the Coltirans were up to during Classic, like Arnold Boren, a Coltiran sailor who has not seen his brothers in quite some time after the Third War. At the very top of the isle sits Crown Island, with a one Wally Burnside, another Coltiran sailor who assumes his whole crew is gone after the South Sea pirates attacked. Each part of the island gives you these little breadcrumb ideas of what happened to these Coltiran sailors, because they won't talk about it. And it just really adds to the atmosphere, and it creates a lovely, awesome, well thought out hub. You learn of powerful sea giants that have obtained imbued sea stones of intimidating power. You find pirates that litter the coastlines as they salvage the lost isles in order to make a quick penny. The trolls, of course, make their home here, specifically the Hazuri tribe, a foe we know far too well and a bijou we would farm in the days of vanilla, relics of powerful strength for their tribe. Finally, the ogres, who have settled camp in the caves that have lined the island, as well as a big, mountainous home named Gordosh Heights. There is a troll hub as well named Zul Hazu, one of the Hazari tribe, a place rumoured to have housed a dungeon back in Alpha WoW. There is a small faction of trolls near this great city. As outcasts, they choose not to follow the shadowy magic madness that their fellow tribe members fell to. They remained the Hazuri Primalists. It is a beautiful but rainy landscape. Lots of wildlife and troll architecture, exactly like the original intended Isle of Dr. Lapidis, complete with the Tower of Dr. Lapidis, just north of the Coltiran hub. Now, we go into Gillijim's Isle here, starting north at South Sea Sandbar, a place teeming with South Sea pirates, a hub for their criminal enterprises, complete with their very own distillery island. As you move further inland, you are greeted with Phelan's Folly, a crashed high elf ship full of forgotten crew and unfinished business. These spirits are vengeful and will attack anyone and everyone. A story you may find more info on through the Horde hub. Unfortunately, my tune on TurtleWoW is Alliance, so I cannot. But then we are greeted with a new tribe of trolls named the Razari, another prominent faction of trolls in the vanilla era. This answers many queries of where a lot of the tribes split to after the Sundering, the Lost Wars, as well as the hardships the trolls endured. Also a topic I would love to cover in a later video. The troll hub located here is Zul Razar, a fortified city of the Razari. Though the tale of Zul Razar is not a kind one, but of further troll hardship. Here, the jungle fought back, leaving half their city to ruins, taken by overgrown, mossy creepers. Now, on the central north side of the island, you will find a camp of centaur. Yes, centaur. Absolutely baffling in Eastern Kingdoms. However, the plot points are filled in with the intro quests that they give you. This group of centaur sailed out for the open seas alongside the South Sea pirates, specifically as their muscle. But their leader betrayed them, leaving them to cobble a small base camp together and offering rewards to players who can help them out. And finally, we cross over the bridge onto Gillijim's Canyon. We find beauty and overgrown wildlife. You'll find a tangled wood, unkept overgrowth, untouched by civilization. And eventually, by cutting through this jungle, you'll finally come across a horde camp, the Mool Og Refuge, affiliates of Orgrimmar, here to make a stand for the horde. I wanted to weave in with this video, especially like the cut content and what TurtleWoW did with it, because there is so much here that was unveiled from TurtleWoW and was set out by Blizzard. And it's really lovely to see how fans can come together to create the stories that Blizzard cut. What makes these islands special isn't just their cut content, but it is how TurtleWoW stitches them into Azeroth's fabric. The Kotiran wreck isn't just set dressing, it's a bridge between the two islands itself. And that is the magic of WoW's untold stories. They remind us that in every ruin, every ghost, every sunken ship has a tale waiting to be found. I plan to take you on an adventure across these two islands, and I really hoped you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for 540 subscribers. I mean, there's so many of you, and it is so surreal, and I am so thankful for all of you. And if you did like this video and want to join the community, please do. It means a ton, and we're just growing every day. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.